So, fabric strips. Really? Hey y'all, APG Jamie here. And today we're stripping fabric. Making fabric strips. Oh, we'll be making something towards the endish with said stripped fabric. Exciting stuff, y'all. That's what this is. Very exciting. So, I think I got the coffee fabric here in one of those little bundles, you know, where they run or have remnants. That's it, remnants. Good Lord, bless my words. Anywho, some of the fabric is name brand fabric from whatever fabric store it came from, just saying. And some of it I think I may have gotten from Shelly of the Shelly Studio, not Shelly, Craftin' Mama Shelly, that's Shelly, when she was moving from Hawaii back to the mainland. And some of it is also from our local charity shop. So most of it I expect is 100% cotton, or maybe a slight blend. Not that it necessarily matters, I don't think. Not for me, not when I was making quilts, and not the now. The only time that probably makes a difference is if you're dyeing fabric, just, you know, with dyes to change the color. Any hoodadoodles. Going along, stripping fabric. This is a nice little bundle I picked up at the Tuesday morning a couple of years ago. Once I unfolded the fabric, I saw where the print was not exactly pristine. It looked like some of it was under inked, but it's fine. For my purposes, totally fine. I will kind of think about that if I were to buy one of these little bundles again from the Tuesday morning, should they ever had one again. Any hoobles. This, I think, is mostly a bee-themed bundle. We've got, I don't know, several little bee-themed fabrics, okay? And yes, the measuring tapes there, I believe, is a Tim Holtz fabric. And I picked it up when it was, there was some kind of crazy sale. If I got a couple of yards, it looks like I got at least 2 yards. These other ones are what's considered fat quarters, I believe is what they are. And I think the ones I got from Shelly, Craftin' Mama Shelly, I'm not sure, that they were just probably just reminiscence of what she had. Just say it. I'm thinking. I'm not gonna swear to it either. So, like the title says, fabric stripping. We're just going to strip fabric. Now, I'm tearing it because cotton fabric, cotton blends, will tear on the straight of the grain. It's a wonderful thing. When you tear it like that, it will actually give you a exact straight edge, whereas cutting with the scissors doesn't necessarily give you an exact actual straight edge. That's why some of my strips are not straight. That's why if you should happen to tear fabric this way, if it's not straight, that's why. Excuse me, just saying. So anyway, I am pulling the loose threads off. You know how it all kind of comes unwoven sometimes when you're tearing it like this? Because, you know, and it's just fun. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of mindless. Anyway, keeping those threads because they'll make a nice little something, something. I don't know when, but sometime. So, that's what we're doing. Aren't you glad you came to spend some time with me? Okay. See, this one's really like, whoa, dude. That was way crooked. Anyway, rolling up. I am glad you're spending some time with me. It sure makes me happy. Just saying. It's true. So, like I said, this is a honking real piece of fabric. I think it's probably, I didn't open it all the way. I think it was probably 2 yards. I've had it for a while. Just saying. And I am tearing strips of fabric of varying widths. Now the way to get this started is you go to the edge of your fabric, you make a little snip, 1/2 inch, let's say a 1/2 inch snip, and then you grab one side and you grab the other side and you pull against them, pull apart. So, and it will just tear on it. And then you get the raveled edges. Some fabrics don't tear very easily because they're heavy. Some do not tear because they are not cotton. They are probably a type of knit, polyester, rayon kind of stuff. I don't know if silk fabric tears. I have some over there, but I've never tried. Just now popped in my head to do it. Just saying, I don't know. So anyway, however wide you make your little snip pieces, you know, strips from each other, is however wide your strips will be. Some fabric will not go very narrow willingly, and some will just fine. And I'm just wrapping it around my hand there, my little fingers, and pulling my little threads, loose threads out. Like I said, they'll make a nice something. I don't know what, but something. Ended up with a lot of that pink there, didn't I? Not that there's anything wrong with pink. Now remember, you can spritz this stuff with coffee to change the colors. If the colors are too bright, or if you're looking for something a little more grunge-worthy, just saying. That was a little square of fabric that once I tore it, I thought, well, I could have left it in that square and used it for a quilt square. Some point, time or another, for someone. So, and I don't know where I got this. I don't know where I get fabric, y'all. I have so much of it. Not bragging, I love fabric. It's like so pretty. It's like scrapbook paper, y'all. Can you really have too much? Well, I guess you could, but anyway. I was a collector of fabric, and I used fabric because I made quilts all the time. And then my hands went and did their little wonky, silly thing, and, you know, can't do that anymore. So here's the strips. We've got lots of strips for lots of things for whatever we're going to do. This is something that's been, oh, velvet's coming up. This is something that's been on my list to do for a while because sometimes you want fabric strips. So this is some velvet I got on sale because, you know, if I'm going to buy a hunk of fabric, that stuff better be on sale. This was on sale. I've already used it. Y'all saw me use it when I did my wax seal storage box. So anyway, now I'm just cutting it with some pinking shears I picked up at a charity shop in Arkansas for $2. Singer. Sharp as a whistle, I tell you what. Anyway, I'm just chopping the end off because velvet doesn't want to tear. For me, not for me. So I'm chopping at it. It would have been much better if I'd have laid it out, you know, and took my time, but no, I was just making strips of fabric. So now we're going to heat emboss this here velvet. So I've got it ripped down to, or not ripped down, cut down to my little sizes. It's just plain water. Y'all know I have distilled water, but tap water would work. A hot iron up on the higher settings. I don't have it as hot as it'll go, but you know, it's there. Now the bottom of my plate has holes in it because it's a steam iron. Oh, it's pretty. So I'm trying to be careful not to get the holes on the back side of the velvet. So we have our rubber stamp. You want rubber stamp. I think it would probably melt an acrylic. I'm not going to try it. You can if you want to. I'm not responsible. Anyway, hold it on there for about 15 seconds, okay? A little bit of pressure, but you don't really have to smash it or anything, okay? The more intricate your rubber stamp, the less clear your image will be. So, and just a little bit of water, just a little spritz of water, y'all. Just holding it on there. And like I said, rubber stamps. It may heat, it will heat your rubber up. I wouldn't touch it with my plain hand. Anyway, it might heat the glue up if you still have it on a wooden block, so be careful of that. So I'm going to show you what happens when you try to unheat emboss a little piece of velvet, okay? You're thinking, oh, I can wet it and it'll poof back up. It's not going to do that, y'all. At least not the velvet I got. Now I'm ironing it on both sides, and nope, it does not poof back up. So, you know, that's it. It's done. Okay? Okay. So there we are. We have our little velvet pieces just because we were doing it and they're fun to do, y'all. I've known about this velvet thing for, well, I've been playing with fabric my whole life. Anywho's, let's take those stripped fabric, and now we're going to layer them together with washi tape and some computer printed words and make something cute and pretty out of them, useful in your art junk journaling. Or not. I mean, yeah, there's plenty more you can do to these things, okay? That is, you know, the cotton tea towel that I did the pine cone dies on. That's what that is. And some Tim Holtz washi tape. Now, y'all know washi tape is a paper tape with slight removable adhesive. It is not a permanent adhesive. I'm using fabrifix on it. Seems to have worked fine. I'm using fabric. I do come back in a little while with some art glitter glue, but you'll have to wait for that part. Now, portions, majority of, actually all of the video has been sped up for your viewing pleasure and my voiceover ease. The crowd goes wild. They love to hear that. It's been a long time. Anywho, excuse me. Portions have been removed because it is a lot of the same thing. I like doing mass makings. These are the same, but they're not the same. Okay? Okay. Even if they were the same, it would be perfectly happy, perfectly well, work well, excuse me, find my words. It would work well for Happy Meal because that would be going out to different people. I'm not sending these out in Happy Meal, at least not at the time, at this moment. Anyway, fabrifix. Don't need much, and it grabs pretty quick and it dries fairly quickly because I believe it's some kind of a solvent, acetone based sticky glue. Anywho, lining them out. Check it out. Check it out. And that's where I'm like, I don't know if I'm done. Nope, let's put some diamonds. We need some diamonds. I'm going to use those opaque diamonds from the diamond, leftover from the diamond painting thing. Okay? Because you got them, you can use them. You have my permission to use them, okay? You don't want to use them, give them to somebody else. Anyway, doing that. Each one is getting 3 dots over here, 3 dots of glue over there, and it may look like I put more dots than that because my bottle goes up and down more than that, but it's only because the glue didn't come out well enough or I wasn't satisfied with the glop of glue I had on there. Okay? Okay. So, each one gets 6. Is that a significant number? I don't know. I don't know if it is, but you know, on the 7th day is the day of rest. Just saying. So, I don't know why I went with 6, because that's what I wanted, I guess. Why not? Because I can. So, we've got, I picked out 3 different colors that I thought went with more than one. What are these things called? Haha, stripped fabric. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with them. Fairly mindless, which is always a good thing when we, you know, just need to do something. Doesn't have to be specific, just something, okay? You end up with a tangible thing to look at and touch in a clearer mind. Clearer, okay? Okay. So, doing that. I think I show you all of these because evidently it was important. I did not do any inking in this. I didn't ink around anything, and these are computer printed words. You know how I collect words. Save them in a document, print it out, cardstock. Yeah, that's what I did. Poet, word collector. Just saying. Evidently a diamond collector too. Fabric. Oh, I collect it all, people. God help my husband. So, loving that wax pen, still loving that wax pen. I'm getting pretty handy at using that in my left hand. And every once in a while, you'll see me kick around the little diamond seed just like that. And that's to flip more of the diamonds with the flat side down so you can touch your little wax pen on top and pick it up. Just saying. Okay? Okay. Putting them back in those little bags. Now, that was a chore. All right, let's look at them. Back's not too bad, but you could do whatever you wanted to. You could put these on a journal page and make a corner tuck spot. Could put a paper clip on them, make a paper clip. Just stick them to a page because it's pretty and you like it. Stick it on a tag. If it was small enough, you could put it on now as trading card or both. Well, I wouldn't put it on postcard. Unless you could put the postcard in an envelope. And that kind of defeats the purpose of the postcard. Anywho, we got it going on. They all say cute, funny little things. Velvet. I have no plans for those. That was just I don't know, fun to do. Okay, less detailed stamps. Ta-da! Photo montage. $2 Singer Pinkin shears. Just saying. I can use them on paper because those are not my real Pinkin shears that I use on fabric. Those are now my throw down. Use it on whatever you want to, Pinkin shears. There's our stripped fabric. Stripping. We stripping the fabric. Some goes this way, some goes that way. We embossed the velvet. Oh, there's our the stack sideways so you can see all the rough, fuzzy edges. There's that water thread. I didn't do anything with it this time. I'm going to keep it on my desk. So I think, oh yeah, use that stuff, APG. Just go ahead and use that stuff over there. Okay? Some of them make me giggle. Because they do. Funny. Some are very sweet and some are like, what? Thanks for watching. And happy arting, y'all.